too powerful where they're like destroying the format. Like look at Delver. Delver's a common.
Right.
When Delver came out, nobody was like, wow, like, you know, nobody really thought that would really define Type 2, and you know, for this span, it kind of is.
Yeah, it's definitely an indication. You just wonder what cards are going to be, I guess, hidden gems. You know, when the new sets are released, like when Dark Ascension comes out in a couple weeks, what are we going to be looking at as the new card from Innistrad that suddenly turns things around and has its own time to shine?
Yeah. Okay, so we have Matt on the right and Lachmann on the left. So Matt leads off with a probe, taking you know, 2 life to take a look at Lachmann's hand, which looks like a Go for the Throat, a Doomblade, a Curse, a Snapcaster, and 3 lands. So a pretty reactive defensive hand for Lachmann. I mean, he's got 2 cheap removal spells.
Yeah, at least now he knows what to play around here.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a good time to go Delver if he had it, but he doesn't. So Matt just plays an island and passes. Lachmann plays the Black Cliff Leaves, the black-red dual land, and the Black Cleave Cliffs.
Yep.
Passes a turn. All right, so 2 mana, and Matt plays a Mortipod. Mortipod not really too exciting in this matchup. There's no, you know, 1 toughness guys that he wants to kill to Lachmann, but you know, for game 1, it does something, shoots some extra damage and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just a little, it's just something to get started at, right? You can't play too defensively too long against this. You need some pressure coming in.
All right, so Lachmann, I think Lachmann was missing a blue mana.
Yeah.
Earlier, so Lachmann plays a 2nd land and passes the turn.
I think he's okay with that because I believe the only blue card he had was the Snapcaster.
Yeah. All right, so there's a Ponder. I mean, you know, Lachmann not having blue mana is good because for Matt, he doesn't have to, like, you know, worry about a top deck mana leak or anything. Lachmann plays a couple of mana leaks in his deck.
And he's got a pretty decent chance to hit one soon.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays so many blue sources. I mean, for great, like, in this format, lots of times 3-color decks are kind of better, have better mana than 2-color decks. Just because you get to play the dual lands and whatnot.
Shuffle up and present back over, and
all right,
see what's going to follow up that Ponder.
Yeah, I guess Matt's looking for.
Is he looking for a land?
No? I'm not too sure. All right, so there's a Delver, and he's just going to pass a turn, and I think Lachmann's probably just going to go for the throat, the Delver right here. That'll probably make the most sense.
Yep, there it comes.
All right. So that's fine, and Lachmann will untap and draw. Oh, wow.
There's Liliana.
Yeah. That's actually a really good draw right here, as long as Lachmann has the other black to cast it, which he does. So I feel Lachmann will play the Liliana and just bring it up to 4 loyalty counters.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he doesn't want to, you know, make Matt sack a guy, because then he would just sack it to actually kill a Liliana.
Right.
Yeah. And Lachmann could probably dump the... I don't know his hand exactly. I mean, the Curse is really good, so he doesn't want to dump that.
What's going down? Looks like...
I'm not sure. It's kind of tough to tell.
Looks like it...
Is it a Drown Yard?
I think that's probably what's going down.
Yeah, it looks like the Drown Yard. So the Drown Yard gets dumped, and Matt just dumped a Vapor Snag. So it looks like Matt draws a Glacier Fortress. So Matt doesn't really need any more lands. The blue-eyed human Delver deck usually operates fine on 4 lands, even 3 lands for the most part.
Right.
Sometimes you want to hit 5 if you want to go like sword and equipped in 1 turn, but 3 lands is normally enough to work on whatever you want to cast.
So it looks like we're going to see Snapcaster come down, probably for either Ponder.
Ponder, yeah. Kind of makes sense to play the Ponder here. Dig for something.
It looks like that's what it was.
Yeah,
that was the probe. Oh yeah, there goes the probe.
Okay.
So we're still looking at the Snapcaster, the Swamp, the Doomblade. What's the last one?
The Curse, Snapcaster, Doomblade, and land. Yeah. All right. So, did he draw for the probe yet?
I was looking at his hand. I didn't quite.
Yeah, I didn't see him draw for the probe. Sometimes people forget to draw from probe.
That's actually, I've been scorekeeping today, and I've seen 3 or 4 different warnings for people just not remembering to draw for their probe.
Okay.
You just get so absorbed in that thought process of, you know, what does my opponent have?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what's my next play going to be? You just kind of forget. And it's a pretty good benefit to forget.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just sloppy play, though, if people do forget, to be honest, because it's, you know, you're playing the card for a reason. All right, so Lachmann's going to try a Desperate Ravings, it looks like. So he's going to, as long as it resolves, he's going to draw 2 and then randomly discard 1. Normally, you know, people roll a dice rather than picking the card, because sometimes people could actually see where...
Track the card.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like he lost the swamp, so that play worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, I know he has at least one other land in his hand. And he actually found an island, so that's really good.
Yeah. That was definitely an upgrade on his part. So now he's got blue mana.
Yeah, I think he wants Liliana to tick up again. I think I would probably...
Is he holding a mana leak there?
Yeah, he's holding a mana leak, a Doomblade, a Curse, and a Snapcaster. I think I would probably just dump the mana leak. I don't know how risky that is, but like it's going to get to a point where whatever Matt top decks, he'll probably be able to pay for the mana leak.
Well, he doesn't want to walk into a sword and equip here, though. That would be...
Well, he'll still have the Doomblade,
okay.
as long as he... But I mean, I guess he could put the sword on the...
No.
He main phase Doomblade?
Yeah. Looks like he's just going to get out of the way.
Okay, it's kind of interesting. All right, so Matt Vapor snags his own Snapcaster. I wonder why Lachmann did it main phase.
You know, maybe he was just feeling that that Matthew didn't have the counterspell at that point and didn't want to give him a turn to draw. Like,
well, he could always do it on his upkeep.
Yeah.
So it would like tap him out if he had something.
Maybe he just wanted to bait that card before he ticked Leon out because he still hasn't run that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Lachmann wants him to sack, but that seems really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lachmann should just tick it up and discard Mana Leak, and then his hand would be Curse, a Snapcaster.
Snapcaster.
Yeah.
He's still in a pretty good position at that point. Oh, he's going to take it down.
Oh, wow. All right, so he's going to sack it and redirect it to Liliana.
So Lily survives a turn.
I don't really like that because now if Matt wants, Matt could just kill Liliana by playing Snapcaster, equipping it to the Mortar Pod,
and just
and immediately. Right, so I don't know why Lachmann wants Liliana at 1. I mean, if Matt draws a land, he could either create a Spirit token equipped, and then he's actually not even losing any card.
Right.
He's just spending 5 mana to kill Liliana, which is fine.
Yeah. It looked like he came up with the plains.
Yeah. That's what it kind of looked like as well.
So some decision making going on here.
So I think I would have took a slightly different approach to this game. Just keep ticking up Liliana seems pretty strong, especially when you have a card like Desperate Ravings in your graveyard,
right,
where you can like flash it back and gain card advantage.
So what does Liliana do in this matchup for Lachmann?
I mean, it does pretty much whatever he wants it to do, and here it's, you know, he wanted to. Oh wow, this is really bad for Lachmann, because now Matt gets to kill Liliana and still walk away with a Spirit token.
Yeah, walk away with the guy. He loses nothing. He still has people.
Yeah.
On the table.
Yeah, I like it. People.
Yeah.
He's got his people. You know what I'm saying?
Got people. You know.
Yeah. All right, now he's equipped as well and pass a turn. I mean, Lachmann is slightly stunt on mana too. He doesn't have his 5th land, so there's a chance Lachmann just passes the turn. There's a chance Lachmann like Forbidden Alchemies, because I think that's what he drew.
It looks like it.
Maybe he'll try to Forbidden Alchemy for like a land. All right, so he had a Batter Skull, a Whip Flare maybe.
Looks like a
island or something.
Copperline Gorge?
Copperline, okay, yeah. So he definitely has a land if he wants it, but it always kind of sucks to Forbidden Alchemy for a land.
Yeah.
You know, like Forbidden Alchemy is a card where you kind of want to dig for a certain answer. I'm not sure what he took. If he doesn't play a land, then we know he just took a spell. Yeah. All right, so
he's still got the Mana Leak, still got the Doomblade. No, Doomblade's gone. Yeah,
Doomblade's gone. Yeah, he's got Curse, Snapcaster, and Mana Leak. So Matt draws for the turn. You know, once like Curse comes down, it's really tough for Matt to, you know, actually win the game. He has a couple of guys that, you know, could do the job. Champion. The Mortar Pot helps some with a Sword and War and Peace.
Right.
But it's definitely real problematic.
Here comes Snapcaster back on table. And looks like Matthew's going to target. What's he going for here?
I'm pretty sure he has a Ponder in the yard, correct?
Yeah, he still has a Ponder. Is the Vapor Snags? Oh,
Mana Leak. So you obviously have to pay for this right here. I think Lachmann's plan is to tap him out so he could resolve a curse.
no, he's going to let that go.
All right. Does Matt have a Mana Leak in his hand?
It is certainly within the realm of possibility.
Yeah. I mean, Matt does play 4 Mana Leaks, and we haven't seen one yet, so... All right, so Lachmann draws another land.
And it looks like the Spirit Tokens are finally getting in there.
Yeah, so... I mean, it's actually funny that Lachmann's at a higher life than Matt, just because Matt took so much damage with like his probes and stuff.
Please find your seats.
We have some announcements going on. I think Lachmann might just...
Yep,
Oh, he's going for the curse. Okay.
Right, so
Let's see if it resolves.
Well,
right.
it's on table.
Yep. I wonder why he didn't pay for Snapcaster then. I think Lachmann might have thought the Spirit died, but it doesn't because the Mortipod gives it more toughness.
Extra toughness, yeah.
All right, so Matt needs like a sword right here. A sword or a Geist. Otherwise, I mean, Matt is in like really big trouble.
He's definitely got more mana than he wants to deal with right now.
Yeah, exactly. He has a problem with like this deck just because the curve is so low that sometimes you just flood out and you have nothing to do with the mana. And you don't have a card like say like Dust Ball or something where you could put your mana into, you know.
Right. And the Moreland Hot's not going to do him any good right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Lachmann's probably going to flashback Desperate Ravings at the end of the turn.
And so he's setting himself up pretty good here.
Well, actually, he's going to flashback the Forbidden Alchemy. He just hit his 7th land. So he's going to flashback Alchemy, and then the following turn, he'll probably flashback Desperate Ravings for more card advantage. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep, here it goes, Alchemy.
Yep.
Right now, he's just looking for a threat. If he gets like Olivia, that'll be like really good for him.
Yeah, let's see what
I see a Talisman.
Talisman.
Which is, I mean, it's nice just to pad your life there, gain some more life, but...
Tossed a couple lands. No loss at this point.
Is that a Black Sun Zenith he drew?
Again, as players in Legacy Winterbox number 2, please meet at the Liliana side of Vince Manor to the left of the main event stage.
Yeah, it looks like maybe like a Ratchet Bomb.
Ratchet Bombs,
yeah.
Yeah.
And a Black Sun Zenith.
That's
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you could get the Ratchet Bomb up to 2, just take off the Mortipod.
Then things are really bad.
But I mean, he'll probably just like leave it at 2, and then if a Geist comes down, then he'll take it up to 3. You know.
Yeah. So he's got himself pretty well defensively positioned now.
Yeah, Matt. I mean, Matt's in like big trouble here.
So what's Matthew's line here if he's going to try and come out of this?
Like nothing really. I mean, he just needs to top deck a sword or top deck a Geist. I mean, he has 1 revoke resistance, so maybe he could like randomly draw it and
looks like
and take care of the curse. You know.
Yeah, the Ravens is coming back now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he's currently holding Snapcaster, right?
Yeah, it was Snapcaster and Black Sun Zenith. All right, so he's rolling again.
It's like 2.
Snapcaster.
Snapcaster.
Okay. I mean, it kind of sucks that he lost his Snapcaster, but that's fine.